Alright, so this is a previously supercharged car that we did here. It's actually here to get the upgraded 30mm kit. This was an early kit when the standard was 20. We started making a 30mm kit standard maybe about 2 years ago. So this is the kit. You can order it from Kraftwerks. This is the part number. This, they call it the track pack, but it's the 30mm kit with the pulleys and the necessary brackets to update it. So I figured somebody would be interested in this, so we would do the unboxing just to kind of show you what's in it. We'll go ahead and do a thorough, detailed unboxing just so we can show you every little piece. And there it is. Alright, so the new radiator is in, the SPAL fans, the 30mm kit with all new pulleys is on there. We're doing a final bleed, making sure all the coolant is out. You see our our little unique bleeding system right there. You see how quick the fans turn off. Really, really efficient cooling system. We use this cooling system for 700 horsepower cars. Works really, really well. So while that one is bleeding, this is the next job. This is an S2000. He is getting an OEM clutch. This is a beautiful car. He's actually selling this car. He has two of these cars. His other car, I'll talk to him first and see if he will let me talk about it. The 07. Nice car. Clutch doesn't feel that spectacular. So with an OEM clutch, now a full clutch kit, this one will feel terrific. And look at that. It's got the beautiful hardtop on there too. If it hasn't sold by the time this video goes up, I'll talk to the customer and see if he'll give me some details. Maybe I'll put his link in there and you guys can contact him direct. But this is a beautiful color on an S2000. Alright, transmission's off and it does look like an OEM clutch. It's got the Honda symbol right there, so it probably is. Can't tell if anybody has been in there. Transmission. It's alright, it's a little dirty. How did that get in there? It's a bottle cap with a bunch of scrapes on there. Can you see that? It's dirty. Don't know what kind it was. Last guy was drinking something when he was working on it.
That's weird. That was in the transmission?
Yeah, look, it's scraped too.
Odd. This thing fell off too.
Yeah, somebody's been in there. That does clip on there, but it clips on pretty tight. It doesn't usually come loose. Alright, we're doing the OEM clutch. We have the disc, the pressure plate, part of our kit. We like to just replace everything while we are in there. We don't want to do it and then have a small part fail. The just boot cover usually gets all deteriorated. The slide, this is what the bearing runs on. Of course, the main seal and then the transmission seal, the Nietzsche bearing, the pilot bearing. This car, this clip is broken. This is the one that has the little rubber gator as the shifter comes through. This clips down there. The tabs are broken on his, so we're going to replace that at the same time. But minus that, this is our clutch kit. This is the way we're recommending you do it. While you're in there, go ahead and do everything. It is the AP2 flywheel. How does that look?
Alright.
Not that bad. Sounds loose. Give it a rattle.
Yeah.
That's something that you hear, a lot of people refer to it as clutch buzz. That's usually what it is just the springs rattling. A lot of things can cause that, often hard shifts, somebody dropping the clutch. That would cause it. But it's not too bad. Of course, everything's getting replaced. It looks like it says the Nietzsche bearing. If you can't see the word Nietzsche on it, usually look on the other side. You see the word Japan. This is the other piece that we replaced. This is the rubber boot. You see how it breaks on here. It breaks because it's dry and it often doesn't go back on and seal properly. Most of the time these fall off in pieces. Well, replacing it with a brand new Honda one is the way to go. Alright, so the clutch is in, everything is good. And as you see, it's kind of dark everywhere. It's leaking all the way around. So next, we'll do a valve cover gasket and give the engine bay a wash too. I figure I'd just show you how it looks right now. It's not bad. It's just kind of dusty. But a nice fresh wash will just clean things up. So he asked about replacing these buttons. This is your safety start button. This one down here is your cruise control button.
Just funny, I was just about to put this back in.
Yeah,
and that one broke.
It fell apart. So he asked about these. The best way to do this, by the way, is to take the clutch pedal out. If you are a athlete or you work for Cirque du Soleil, you could probably get that one. Other than that, you're not going to get it. Just take it out, replace it on the floor. This one's easy to get. This is the one that everyone thinks is the safety start switch. They replace that and find out it doesn't work and they're all upset. It's that one, the one with the yellow plug. The one at the top, which when you look at it this way, you can't get to. You can't see. You just got to take someone's word for it that it has one in there.
Yeah, because once that's up in the car, up against the top,
yeah,
I've tried many times, many different ways.
I've talked to people.
Way easier.
Oh yeah, I talked to a guy that had a screwdriver and a piece of tape on the end and something else. That spring has popped out there, by the way. You see that?
Yeah.
That's a thing I've seen before. Watch your finger; it will bite you.
Yeah.
So yeah, take it out, replace it, make your life much easier. All right, so this one's done. It's much cleaner. We'll give it a little bit of a LHT TLC in the engine bay. Little piece of cloth right there. So now it is good. Everything is done. We fixed the buttons, the safety start, and of course the brake light switch. So we'll let that dry, double check it, take it for another test drive, and call the customer. So one down. Here is another one. This is getting the same treatment pretty much. A full OEM clutch kit and a few other things. Well, I'm looking under here and it looks pretty grimy too. It doesn't really look like the valve cover is leaking as bad. It's a little damp. We'll look it over, but it could definitely do with an engine bay wash. That will really make it look better, and of course when the customer pops the hood, it'll make him feel a little bit better about what we did. So we did a little bit more than what we charged him for. That is the LHT TLC. Alright, this is what it looks like. It's down to the rivets, and you can see where it's burning. See, it slipped quite a bit and burned. Feels like we just did one of these. Transmission, it's almost like the last transmission. Again, part of our kit is we're going to replace that slide and replace the seal back there, and of course on the car too. Gotta replace that main seal. Doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look bad at all actually, but it's a little shiny. Oh, it is the new one.
Yeah, I've already put the new one in.
Okay, so the new.
It definitely doesn't look too bad.
No, see, that one looks like brand new. So there's the new main seal in there. So that is a beauty. Look at that. It looks like oil. So of course we're going to drain that out. We're going to suck it out first, as you hear the little suction straw there. Clean it as much as we can, and then flush in some fresh new fluid.
The UPS guy's coming.
That's it. All we're going to do now is wait for that rain to fall on here and clean the engine. So the clutch is done. We've gone through the list. Now we're going to wash it. We're going to do this as like a complimentary wash. We're kind of marketing our engine bay wash in. It's like a minimal thing that we charge, but it's just makes a big difference. We're kind of using some of these cars to give our services away, just to show you how much better it can look. So this is obviously the before. We take an actual picture here and keep an eye on our Instagram so we can show you some before and afters on these cars. Alright, so this is what we look like after a quick wash. We also refinished the spark plug cover. We're just going to change those bolts to the stainless bolts. That's something we like to do. Take the black ones out, put the stainless ones in. Kind of shows you that we've been in there. Plus, it looks nice. Let's be honest. That's the main reason. It just looks nice. Looks like somebody cared. So we took all that leather in, cleaned that up. But look how much nicer the aluminum is. The aluminum almost shines. Look at that. And the alternator, look at that. It's beautiful. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the content and getting a few ideas and tips along the way. We have been doing this. I opened the shop in 1997, so a lot of people think that we've only been around for a few years. 97 is when I started. YouTube's only been going for about 2 to 3 years for us, I think. Check this out. This is Project Integra. We're on episode 6 of assembling it. It's got the new parts in it. Check that out. It's in our playlist. If you like what you see, do us a favor, hit the subscribe and click the bell and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm John at LHT. We'll see you on the next video.